I'm gonna be honest, I'm not doing great. Before we start this video, I have a few things we need to get out in the open. Number one is my appearance. It is 10 p.m. very late, let me tell you. Next is the appearance of my room. She's not doing great. We kind of go hand in hand, you know, so just not working out right now for us. And then the last thing is my eyebrow. I may or may not have accidentally shaved off the end of it, so we aren't going to be looking at that. But the main reason why I'm not doing good is because of my blood sugar. Let's just pull up the Dexcom Clarity and see. We'll do an average for the past, oh, it's not even bad. My average for the past 2 days is 212. Maybe in my head it's worse than it actually is, but to me right now it seems very bad. Let me show you my last 24 hours on the Dexcom. That is very bad considering I'm barely in the gray at all. Okay, so I did a different part of me editing. I've been editing this video for like a week because it started out with an hour and 30 minutes of footage, but it is now October 2nd. I filmed this like a week ago, and I wanted to give you an update on my blood sugar now. Excuse me, but who is she? My blood sugar has never been that good, so we're kind of thriving right now. Just saying. I have bragging rights because my blood sugar is normally awful. So, yes. Why does my camera look like this? And there was a ghost in my room last night. Okay, thank you. The lighting in here is very bad right now, but let me tell you, today I tried very hard at my blood sugar because we are back to online school for 2 weeks, and so I was home today. Obviously I could pay closer attention to my blood sugar, so I took these extra measures, extra steps to ensure good blood sugars. And what did that get me? Nothing. I took my insulin a little bit before I ate my meals, which I never do. I made sure to count my carbs and measure out everything I was eating today, and I didn't eat anything today that I didn't bolus for. So I only ate meals today. I didn't eat any snacks today that weren't unaccounted for, which I normally do. And so with those in mind, you would think I would be doing better than I am. I also took a 4-unit correction. One of the times that I was like 300, it didn't do jack crap for me. So then I took an injection with a syringe and it still didn't bring it down. It actually went up higher. On top of that, I had cross country practice. I went to practice and I started at 360 and ended at 350. And I took the 5-unit correction right before I went to practice. So I was running and had a 5-unit correction inside of me, and it did nothing for me. So with that being said, something is not right. 3 weeks ago or so, I had moderate ketones, and ever since then, my sugar has just been awful. I don't have ketones anymore. I've checked multiple times this week. I've checked multiple times today even. I don't know what the deal is. With that all being said, I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to be taking a pump break. I am going to go on injections for the first time in 4 years. I'm honestly a little bit nervous, but what's the worst that could happen? Be 300? Because I already am 300. So that's like my point here. I might as well try because I've tried like everything that I can think of. There shouldn't be a reason why it's staying that high. Also, my basal rates on the Omnipod right now are 1.5, and that's the highest it can go. It will not let you go any higher on your basal rate. So actually, after filming this video, I found out that you can make your basal rates go as high as you want. It's just in the settings. So I had a setting on here for my max basal at 1.5, and so I always thought that's the highest Omnipod can go. I'm gonna have to switch, blah, 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 blah. No, you can make it go as high as you want. So that's me just not being educated in the pump that I have and thinking that I have problems. So there's another reason why I'm a mess in this video. Okay, bye. So my basal rates cannot go any higher, and with Lantus, obviously, I can up the dose. I don't have vials, I have pens, and they are from 2018. The expiration date on the box is in 2021. And what I'm thinking is, at least for tonight and maybe part of tomorrow, I'm gonna leave my pump on while I do the Lantus, just in case it doesn't work just for backup, but I'm gonna turn the basal rates on the pump off, obviously. So I guess we're going to first need to calculate how many units of Lantus I need to be taking. So let me get my pump. Yeah, let me just show you. Like I said, my room is not doing great. Okay, now I just ruined the camera. Oh my, this video is gonna be disgusting. Okay. My face is like super red too. I have different basal programs on my pump. I have one for my period, I have one made for school, one for the weekend, and then a different one that I just made because things were not going well. So right now, I have it on the period one and I'm not even on my period. My period was last week, so that would explain the high blood sugars for last week, but not this week because my period is gone. Like, it should not be doing this. Right now, I get 1.4 from midnight to 6:30 a.m. because I go low during the night, which not really, so I could probably be 1.5 at all times. The rest of the day I have 1.5. I guess we're doing 35 units of Lantus. I've never done that much, but then again, I didn't take Lantus the past 4 years. So obviously, like the last time I took Lantus, I was probably taking like 17 units. I remember even taking like 12 units, honestly. I don't know how many pen needles I have, which is also a problem, but if worse comes to worse, I have syringes because I switched my Novolog over to vials so I can just draw out of the pins, I guess, if I need to. It's 10:17, so I'll just take it around 10:30 each night until I go back on my pump, which I don't know how long I'm gonna be off. Like, considering I'm off school, like, I can do it right now, because if I was still in school right now, I probably wouldn't be doing this, but I might as well, just because I'm really tired of having awful control of my diabetes, and it's just like, it makes me feel like crap, quite honestly. I feel really tired all the time. I'm like super annoyed with everyone. Like, if anyone talks to me, I just get really mad, and I apologize for that because I know it's mean and I'm like being mean all the time. That's what happens when I get high blood sugar. Right now I'm 273 and I'm gonna go get my Lantus. This is the extent of my pen needles because I don't like get them anymore, obviously. Here's my Lantus pen. Lantus always used to sting, so I can't wait for that. I'm honestly going to see if I can get more pen needles because they're a lot shorter than these syringes. Actually, fun story, whenever I switched over to vials, they obviously had to give me a prescription for syringes because I never got them since I was always on pens and the insulin pump. So they gave me 8mm syringes, and you know how long those are? Those are probably that long. That is huge. And so my grandpa is also type 1 and he gave me these. These are 4mm, and so that's a lot better. They're still longer than the pin needles, but so I got my 2 units out to just make sure it's working. I don't know if that even worked, bro. Now, what was the number again? I think it was 35. Let me make sure. 1.5 times 24. So we're gonna go with 35. This is weird. Guess I'll do it on my stomach. Also, put my Dexcom on my inner thigh and it's falling off. I've had so many issues recently. Anyways, I had a Dexcom fail the other day, or like a few weeks ago, and that's when I had ketones and I was like over 400 and a bunch of crap happened. So, I hope this does not sting or else I'm going to cry. She's in. I did it. That was a lot. I'll do a temp basal for 95% less insulin. It's around 10:30, which is when I will do my shot every night now. I'm sorry for the lighting in this video, like, it's being really weird. And there was a ghost in my room last night. I'm 279, so I'm gonna see how much of a correction I should take for that. 3.7 of my Novolog. I am back with the goods. Let me get another alcohol swab. The problem with me and injections is that I don't switch up where I like to do them. I only do them in my stomach, and then I used to do a few in my leg. I've never been able to do it in my arm for some reason, so I guess we'll try out the arm right now. So what was that again? I already forgot what it was. 3.7 units. So we'll just do 4. Now, how do people do injections on themselves in their arm? I guess we do it like that. Am I literally about to look up how to do an injection in your arm? Yes.
Clean a flat working surface with soap.
Shut up. I feel like I'm stupid for not knowing how to do this. Not me sitting here for 10 minutes trying to get it in. Okay, that wasn't bad. It literally hurts more on my stomach. The 2 issues that we run into are me having to figure out my doses. And then also the IOB. I won't have that anymore, so I need to keep that in the back of my head. And I think I need to clear off my bed. And then I think I'm gonna go to bed, even though I didn't even like finish my homework for the day. I just printed out today's math homework at like 9:30 and didn't do it. I will update you guys in the morning. Good night. Ignore the fact that it's 11 and I'm still not sleeping, but this is an update. I'm now 295, like I'm literally about to up my basal rates on my pump too, along with the Lantus. Like what the heck is happening? I am so confused. Good morning. It's 8:04. I have to be on my class at 8:10, so that's why I'm up. But very good news. This was my blood sugar throughout the night. So this is where we started, right here. That was after taking the Lantus and the correction. And I actually went low, and I think I showed that in the vlog. I really don't remember. And then I ate the snack, and now I am 158. So I'm not going to eat breakfast until after this meeting, which is in 5 minutes. Luckily, I do not have to be showing my face on this because I wake up 5 minutes before it starts. I also needed to take off my pump because obviously the Lantus is working just fine, but I have my basal rate at 90% less anyways, so it's not doing me any good. So I'm going to turn off this pump. It's only a few units left in it anyways, fine. I should probably get on the meeting, but I don't want to get on until after I'm done recording this, because what if the audio is not on mute and then everyone just hears me talking to myself? I also have a cross country meet today. It's later tonight and I hope it's not hot. If it's hot, it's going to be rough. The other thing I'm concerned about is not having temporary basal rates with running cross country because, well, I normally always do those. Maybe I'll just be really good and not want to go back to the pump. I feel like I'll want to stay on shots for a while, but then eventually I'll start to miss the pump again. I'd gotten used to it, and then I was like taking advantage of having a pump and not calculating carbs as precisely as I should and everything like that. So I feel like this is going to make me get on track again. So I will update you guys after this meeting. I've also come to the conclusion that there is a ghost in my house because my camera has been focusing like this. It doesn't focus on my face. It started last night and I didn't want to say anything because I would have scared myself, but I'm joining my meeting now.
So let me turn on the recorder. Everybody's good?
Anyways, back to what I was saying. I think there is just a ghost, and there was a ghost in my room last night. I was really paranoid the whole night and didn't fall asleep until after midnight because I didn't want to close my eyes. I do it to myself because I watched a scary movie a few days ago, and then I watched like a video on YouTube and it was scary, and then I read scary stuff on TikTok. So I do it to myself and I just freak myself out. But then the camera not focusing, you always hear like, oh, that's because there's like a ghost or whatever. Just saying. I'm very hungry. My stomach was literally growling during that meeting. So we're gonna make some food now. Also, really need an SD card. I have 1 minute left on my SD card. This is not good. This is bad. I've had this SD card for 2 years. So normally when I just film videos by myself, I just delete them off the SD card because I don't care if I don't see the moment when I was sitting there for 10 minutes. You know what I mean? The only stuff on here is with friends and I don't really want to delete that. So it's going to run out of storage right now. So I'm gonna have to go find another thingy right now. Must have whipped out a really old SD card because the first thing I saw when I turned on the camera, I was like cleaning my room or something, of course, doing a montage. We've been doing that since 2018. I will show you the clip. It is hideous. All right, guys, so my room is all clean and I think I'm ready to start my day. It is 11:30 and probably gonna eat some lunch here soon, but that is pretty much my morning routine. Anyways, today we are going to be making eggs. Eggs are a daily thing that I eat in the morning. I don't really like them, especially when I make them. They aren't very good. But the thing is, if I don't eat them, then I don't really eat much protein in the mornings. And then we start a blood sugar roller coaster. I just started washing the dishes in the middle of my sentence. Normally, okay, I try to do yoga like every day if I can, like if I have time. I don't see why not. So I try to do it like every morning, but I didn't even do it this morning. So now you guys don't even get to experience that. I tend to slack every time we do school online because I don't know, it just is not working out. So that leaves me 7 hours. I already know one of the hours I will spend watching YouTube videos in a cumulative, is that a word, throughout the day. I'm assuming this vlog is going to be very different from, or not vlog, this video is going to be very different from anything that I normally do, like different from my other vlogs. And that is because I'm trying to talk more to the camera, because my lovely sister pointed out to me that my vlogs consist of montages of me driving in the car or me cleaning my room. And if I had to rate that evaluation on a scale of 1 to 10 of how true that is, it would probably be a 12. And I also feel like since I don't talk very much in the videos, you guys only know, like, you guys don't know much about me. You probably, if you watched my old videos, you probably think that's how I still act, and like, no, that's really, like, those videos, they're so embarrassing. And then people like will find them, and obviously, like, if you find somebody's channel that you know, you're gonna go back to the videos, the old videos, and see what they were doing, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna put those on private because those are the videos that actually did good, because we aren't doing good anymore. And that's fine too. I think it's because I don't post a lot of diabetes videos, and this is a diabetes video, so I should probably stop talking about random stuff and talk about what I'm supposed to be talking about in this video. Okay, I'm gonna end this clip now because no one wants to watch and the ghost is getting back, so. I just had to calculate how many units I'm going to be taking on my own because I don't have my pump anymore. And I got around 2.7 for the carbs and then 0.7 for a correction because I'm like 158. Alexa, what is 2.7 plus 7? No.
2.7.
Alexa, what is 2.7 plus 0.7?
3.4.
So I guess I'll just take 3. I'll do it on my leg. We need to like experiment and do all the places. The camera like down like that, like that's like awkward, but we're gonna do it anyways. Okay. I've come to the realization that so far the place that I would always do my injections hurts the most. The places that I'm trying out new don't hurt. Like I didn't feel that. I didn't feel it in my arm. I did one in my stomach yesterday before I started this video and it hurt. So that's fun. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 8:44 a.m.
Okay, so I'm gonna eat.
Good morning, Laina.
Shut up. I'm gonna eat my breakfast at around 9. Probably not, knowing me. I'll probably go in there and start eating it right now, but you won't know that because you don't know what time I start eating it. So I just finished yesterday's math, so then I still have to do today's math as well. But it's 11:11. And this is my blood sugar. I'm thinking I might take a correction if it doesn't start to come down. I'm gonna eat lunch soon. I think I have a meeting at 12:15 or like around there for math. Maybe I'll take a 3-unit correction now for my blood sugar and then just not correct for blood sugar whenever I eat lunch. I think Buddy's glad that I have to be home for 2 weeks. I mean, he just sleeps the whole time, but anyways, this is definitely gonna fall off. I really look rough and I apologize, but this is how I'm going to look in the whole video because like I have nowhere to go, so I'm not gonna like get ready. It looks like I'm sunburnt. I don't know what that's about. We have a little update for you. I'm eating bread with peanut butter on it and banana slices. Should have toasted the bread. I don't know why I didn't, so now it's kind of disgusting. I have 2 band-aids on this arm because shots bruise me up, they leave marks on me, and bumps and really sore, and shots just don't work out for me. And so now I remember the reason why I wanted to switch off of them, and honestly the Omnipod sites always heal really well for me. So I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to put my pump back on. I did take Lantus tonight around 10:15, so I just won't turn the basal rate on until around 10 tomorrow night if I decide to put it back on. I made other adjustments so that when I do go back onto the pump, I won't be having the same problems that I was having before. So I adjusted my insulin to carb ratio, I adjusted my insulin sensitivity level, I think that's what it's called, the amount of insulin that 1 unit drops me basically, and then I adjusted my target BG. And so just by doing those things, I did that today before lunch, and since lunch my blood sugar has been a lot better than it was last time I showed you, or like last night when I showed you my blood sugar. I had the cross country meet, and before it started my blood sugar was like around 98, so I ate a granola bar like 15 minutes before the race, and by the time the race was over I was around 132, which is really good. I was a little bit nervous about starting below 100 for a race because it is 3 miles, but it happened to work out well, and my Dexcom is about to fall off. In conclusion, I think that this was very much needed to go on the shots because things just really weren't working out, and I think now that I've changed everything, I think going back on the pump isn't going to ruin it, and I think I can still have better control when I go back onto the pump. The 2 things that I don't like, or 3 things that I don't like about shots. You can't get precise dosages. The pump also calculates everything for you, so that's really convenient. And then obviously with Lantus, you get the same amount for 24 hours. Like at night, if you tend to go low, you can't make it lower and stuff like that. So I think the pump is a really useful tool, but I think every once in a while it is beneficial to go back to the shot, and so that's what I did. And I know a lot of people that have gone on pump vacations before. I've never done it since I got the pump, and now I had to do it, and I think it was very much needed. Even though it was a really short vacation from the pump, I was expecting to maybe go a week. So I will update you tomorrow. I'm currently 79, so I need to finish this, go to bed. It is 11:10. My battery's about to die anyway, so I will see you all tomorrow when we put on a new site. And here's Buddy. Also, still haven't cleaned my room. So I need to do that before this video is over because like we're getting our stuff together. You know what I mean? Where's the stop button?
Seriously, I hope.
Hello, I am sitting outside and my blood sugar is 61, so I'm going to drink a juice. It is 6:14 and I've only eaten one meal today, which isn't smart on my part, but I did sleep in until noon. So that explains it. And then I had cross-country practice at 2:30. But I got the Sesame Street ones. I look dead. They're made for like little kids, and so they're smaller and they only have 14 carbs, and so they're better for lows rather than the ones that have like 20 carbs and like 20 grams of sugar. Those raise me too much, and so these are like perfect. You're probably wondering, Laina, why are we sitting outside? Well, let me tell you. I got a skateboard. Do I know how to use it? No. I had been wanting one of these for a long time, since like the quarantine first started, and they were out of stock everywhere in every store. But my mom's like, do you want to come to Walmart with me? And I was like, sure. So then I went with her and then they had them. So then I bought some. Then I bought one skateboard. Also didn't do any of my schoolwork today because I once again woke up at noon and then had practice and then went to Walmart. So I haven't done any of that. But am I doing it am I trying to work on it right now and catch up? No. I look like I'm on drugs. I know nothing about skateboards. On the back, it has a face. That was really scary. That was kind of scary. Like, I need to look up how to stand on it correctly. If you couldn't tell by my hair, I fell. It wasn't that bad though. Like I fell, I was like, okay, so I've just been going like from that end to right here and then stopping because I still don't know how to turn. I didn't stop completely, and so I just fell onto my back. Yay! We'll do a reenactment of my falling, okay? Coming in hot, and then I go to stop. We like go into the grass kind of, and then I fall down like this. Kind of laid there for a minute, you know, maybe hoping someone would see me and be like, oh my gosh, she fell. No one noticed. That's me being dramatic. I look like a boy today. So I thought I would film like an outro to this video. As you saw, I'm back on my pump. My blood sugar yesterday was okay, but the day before yesterday and today have not been good, and that's because of the food that I ate, not because of my pumps. It has nothing to do with the video. But I'm going to get my hair cut like right here. So that's gonna be interesting. I'll definitely show you what it looks like. For those of you wondering, I'm growing out my bangs. My bangs are to like there. Thank you for watching. There's something really gross on the ground right there. But I love you all, and I will see you with a new video very soon. My bangs are looking ratchet. Okay, bye.